The New York Yankees are at a point where every move they make could redefine the future of the franchise. Over the past few years, they have sacrificed a significant portion of their top prospects in a bold strategy aimed at winning immediately. And now it seems they are ready to make another monumental push. At the center of this whirlwind is Paul Skeens, and it's no exaggeration to say he is one of the most exceptional pitchers in Major League Baseball today. From the moment he arrived in the majors, Skeens has been a name that sparks conversation in every corner of the baseball world, and the Yankees, true to their nature, have been exploring ways to bring him into their rotation, fully aware that acquiring a talent like his is far from easy. What makes Skeens so remarkable is not just his ability to dominate hitters, but the consistency with which he does it. His numbers this season are nothing short of incredible. A minuscule earned run average, over 200 strikeouts in less than 200 innings pitched, and a whip that few pitchers in the league can match. Every start he makes is a spectacle, and that has naturally drawn the attention of every team looking to solidify their pitching staff. The Yankees understand the challenge. They know that the Pittsburgh Pirates, fully aware of the generational talent in their hands, have no intention of letting him go anytime soon. But even with that in mind, the Yankees are not willing to step back. Spencer Jones and George Lombard Jr., two of New York's most valuable prospects, have been floated as potential pieces in preliminary trade discussions. While these talks haven't produced a deal yet, it is clear that the Yankees are prepared to offer significant assets for a player they consider essential for their championship ambitions. Jones, in particular, is viewed as a future superstar, a player with raw power at the plate, excellent base-running speed, and the ability to change the course of a game with his presence. Yes, he strikes out more than some would like, but that hardly diminishes his value. In modern baseball, power hitters often face this reality, and the Yankees are well aware that his overall impact more than compensates for any temporary struggles. Meanwhile, the situation with Paul Skeens and the Pirates is complex. Skeens himself has expressed frustration with the organization's lack of urgency to build a competitive team, which makes the possibility of a trade even more intriguing. Everyone knows that sooner or later, his path will lead him to a team that can maximize his talent and provide a genuine chance at winning. The Yankees, with their history, resources, and hunger for victory, naturally emerge as a prime destination, though they won't be the only ones vying for his services. Teams like the Mets, Dodgers, and Braves all have the financial capacity and roster appeal to make a compelling case, ensuring that any negotiation will be intense, highly scrutinized, and heavily covered in the media. Fans, as always, are divided. Some argue that Skeens is exactly the type of talent worth sacrificing top prospects for, pointing out that the immediate impact he could bring to the rotation and the team's chances in the playoffs is undeniable. Others caution that the organization should focus on nurturing the talent it already has, building gradually rather than risking young players who could themselves become future stars. This tension between short-term gains and long-term planning is a debate every top franchise faces, and the Yankees are no exception. Looking at how the Yankees have managed their assets in recent years adds even more context. After multiple seasons of trimming their prospect list to reinforce the current roster, the organization now faces a crucial decision. Continue trading top prospects for immediate impact, or find a balance that maintains a strong farm system while still competing at the highest level. Paul Skeens represents a tipping point in that calculation, a player who could instantly elevate the team, but whose acquisition comes at a significant cost. Additionally, the timing of this potential move is influenced by injuries, roster planning, and other key player developments. Aaron Judge's elbow situation, for example, could necessitate changes in the lineup and open up opportunities for prospects like Spencer Jones to step into a prominent role sooner than anticipated, especially in the outfield. Decisions made in the offseason will carry significant weight, impacting not just the team's competitiveness, but also the trajectory of the young talent they hold. The broader picture is compelling. The Yankees are at a crossroads where every decision could reverberate for years. Negotiating for a player like Paul Skeens is about more than just a trade. It's a statement, a signal to the league and the fans that New York is determined to compete for championships at any cost. The mix of seasoned stars, rising prospects, and the pursuit of elite talent makes every rumor and report about trades and acquisitions a topic of intense discussion, and fans are watching closely to see how the organization navigates this high-stakes environment. Paul Skin's statistics, youth, and potential career trajectory are extraordinary. It's easy to understand why the Yankees would be willing to put top prospects on the table to acquire him. His dominance on the mound, ability to consistently control games, and overall skill set place him in a league of his own. And while the Pirates may attempt to hold on to him for now, everyone knows that his ambition and talent will eventually lead him elsewhere. The Yankees want to be that destination, ready to make the moves necessary to secure one of the most exciting pitchers in baseball today. With all of this in mind, the conversations, speculation, and strategic planning surrounding Paul Skin's are far from over. The Yankees are poised to be persistent, exploring every possible avenue to make this trade a reality. The implications of landing a talent like Skins are enormous, both in terms of immediate impact and long-term franchise potential, and the baseball world will be watching every step of this unfolding story. As the offseason looms, the narrative around Paul Skins and the Yankees only intensifies. Every front office meeting, every scouting report, every whisper of trade possibilities seems to orbit around him. The Yankees understand the stakes more than anyone. Landing a player of his caliber could redefine the team's competitive window for years. But it's not just about talent. It's about timing, negotiation, and calculating risk. Spencer Jones and George Lombard Jr. are prospects the Yankees value deeply, each representing not just future stars, but also pieces of their long-term strategy. Jones, with his raw power, speed on the bases, and ability to change a game with a single swing, is especially coveted, not just by New York, but by any team that watches him in the minors. Lombard, though slightly farther from the majors, shows glimpses of the kind of player who could evolve into a core piece of a championship roster. Balancing the desire for immediate impact with the need to protect future assets is a delicate dance, and the Yankees seem prepared to navigate it with precision. Paul Skin's presence in this equation makes everything else secondary. He is more than just a dominant pitcher. He is a generational talent whose performances can shift the momentum of a season. His 1.92 ERA over 30 starts, 203 strikeouts in 178 innings, and a whip under 1 highlight his sheer dominance. Yet, he does so with a level of consistency and poise that few pitchers can match. Teams like the Yankees know that adding him would instantly elevate their rotation to one of the most formidable in the league, giving them a weapon in the postseason that few teams could counter. That level of impact is why they are willing to discuss moving top prospects, even those who are integral to their own future plans. The Pirates, however, are not easily persuaded. Paul Skins has already expressed frustration with their lack of urgency to build a winning team, a sentiment that resonates with many fans and analysts. He sees his own potential and the fleeting nature of peak performance, and he understands that the Pirates' current trajectory does not align with his ambitions. Despite being under team control for several more years, his talent ensures that he will eventually demand a platform where he can compete at the highest level. The Yankees, aware of this dynamic, are positioning themselves to be that destination, ready to offer a combination of prospects, financial resources, and organizational prestige to secure his services. Meanwhile, fans continue to debate the potential trade scenarios with intensity. Some argue that the Yankees must be willing to sacrifice significant pieces because Skins is a once-in-a-generation talent. Others caution against overreaching, noting that giving up Jones, Lombard, or other prospect could leave gaps in the roster that take years to repair. The discussion is layered with statistical analysis, scouting reports, and comparisons to past trades, highlighting just how high the stakes are. Every angle is considered, from how Skins would fit alongside existing stars like Aaron Judge, to what his presence could mean for the team's playoff ambitions, to how the Yankees' farm system might be affected in the long term. In addition to talent evaluation, the human element cannot be ignored. Skins' age, work ethic, and personality all factor into the Yankees' calculus. At 23, he is already one of the most advanced pitchers in the game, and his potential ceiling is virtually limitless. His track record shows a combination of durability, adaptability, and mental toughness that makes him not just a contributor, but a potential cornerstone of a dynasty. For a team like New York, which thrives on both immediate results and long-term legacy, these traits are invaluable. The Yankees recognize that the window to acquire someone like Skins is narrow, and missing the opportunity could have consequences that extend well beyond the current season. As discussions continue, the potential ramifications ripple through the league. Other teams watch closely, evaluating their own capacity to compete for top talent and assessing how New York's moves could alter competitive balance. The Dodgers, Braves, and Mets all represent potential suitors in future free agency or trade discussions, ensuring that Skins' trajectory remains a central storyline in Major League Baseball. Meanwhile, the Yankees' internal deliberations revolve around complex calculations. How many top prospects can they realistically offer without undermining future competitiveness? How do they structure the trade to meet financial and roster constraints? And how do they ensure that acquiring Skins aligns with both short-term and long-term goals? The player evaluation goes deeper than raw statistics. Spencer Jones, for instance, has shown remarkable power, an ability to reach base consistently, and speed that creates strategic advantages in nearly every game. Lombard, while still developing, brings a different dimension, a blend of athleticism, plate discipline, and versatility that makes him attractive both as a major league contributor and as a trade asset. When considering these prospects in combination with Skins' elite pitching, the Yankees are essentially weighing the balance between immediate transformation and the sustainable future of the franchise. Each move they make must be calculated, precise, and forward-looking. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the baseball world, whispers are turning into loud chatter. The New York Yankees are reportedly on the verge of completing what could easily be described as the most monumental signing in Major League Baseball history. The name on everyone's lips? Aaron Judge. Yes, the towering slugger who has redefined what it means to be a force at the plate might soon officially don the pinstripes in a deal that insiders are already calling historic. Sources close to the front office hint that negotiations have reached an unprecedented level, with numbers that are reportedly beyond anything ever seen in the sport. While exact figures remain shrouded in secrecy, the magnitude of the potential contract has analysts scrambling to adjust their historical comparisons. Could this be the deal that reshapes the economics of baseball forever? The buzz suggests it just might be. Fans have been quick to react, flooding social media with excitement, disbelief, and a fair share of speculation. Memes are circulating, imagining Judge smashing home runs not just over the fences, but into the very fabric of Yankee Stadium history. Pundits are already debating the ripple effects, how this signing could influence free agency, pitching strategies, and even the cultural landscape of the MLB. Some suggest rival teams might have to rethink their entire offseason plans just to keep up. Of course, as with any blockbuster rumor, caution is advised. Neither the Yankees nor Judge's camp have issued official statements, yet the intensity of the chatter is hard to ignore. From the Bronx to the farthest corners of baseball fandom, everyone seems to be asking the same question. Could this be the deal that defines a generation? What's undeniable is that, if this rumor holds true, the Yankees wouldn't just be making a signing, they'd be making history. Aaron Judge in pinstripes would not only electrify the lineup, but potentially change the conversation around the business and spectacle of baseball itself. For now, fans can only watch, speculate, and wait as the story of what might be the greatest signing in MLB history continues to unfold. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.